Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to look at a rumour, and the rumour has come from Lady Colin Campbell. She has said that Harry and Meghan are getting separated or separating in the court of law through the English courts, that they are going through the first part of this, and the separation is incoming. However, she caveats it with that this could be a disinformation kind of campaign by the Markles, just to kind of draw attention to books, films, whatever they're merching at the minute. So I thought we'd have a look into that. I have been asked to have a look into that, so we are going to have a look into that today. But before I begin, if you're new here, hi, hello, please consider subscribing, leaving a like and a comment and sharing this video. If you've been here for a while, thank you so much for your support. I've got a new thing called the Emotional Support Coven. You can join this channel membership for £2.99 a month, and you get extras like extra videos, live members only live streams, members only live chat, and readings and videos and things. So, and I do appreciate you guys, so thank you very much, all of you, for being here. You all rock. And the Emotional Support Coven too, thank you. So let's have a look into this. So first off, we're going to have a look into, I'm going to look into Harry first. Harry and Meghan's relationship. Are they going through a separation? Are they going through it? So we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So what bonds them is a wealthy family. They have a very negative opinion of a wealthy family. They're not feeling very family orientated at the moment, that's for sure. But what's crossing them? Temperance in reverse. All this creativity and the writing of the book has took it out of them, huh? He's not very happy maybe at the way the image is being curated. He's not very happy at how things are being handled. Okay, here we go. We're going back to his childhood. We're going back thinking of this unhappy childhood, disruptive childhoods, disruptive behaviours, petty behaviours from childhood, walking away from bad memories. Let's have a look what's underneath. The Tower. So Harry's really going through it at the minute, but I don't see any legal stuff, and I don't see necessarily a breakdown of relationships. I can see him burning away the bridges he has with his family, because he's got that Ten of Pentacles in reverse card, Temperance, straight away. That shows me that he mightn't be too happy with the way things are in public. The Star, we have, this was going to be a new start. There was something about the last few months that has come up. They were going to like work things through and be better on the world stage. It was a new way of doing things, a new way of handling things. They had bright ideas about how they were going to reinvent themselves. And here we have the Tower underneath and the Ten of Pentacles. So it does look like the royal family, or people within the royal family, have put a stop to that because it's a negative thing. He is very sensitive around his childhood. He feels like if anyone's going to say he's been capitalizing on his childhood, that's not fair, that's not correct, blah blah blah. But this gives me the impression that the Ten of Pentacles he is. So I wonder if he's getting some heat from his family, not only about his book that's coming out with Meghan and a ghostwriter, but also with the Netflix stuff and William saying like the stuff around Princess Diana. I think it may be a little bit too much for them to cope with. There we go, on the outs. So he is feeling quite isolated on the outs, set outside, a cooling off period for sure. And then we have the High Priestess. Okay. Something around the Queen's death, and what's surrounding him is the Devil in reverse. Interesting. He's in it up to his neck. Guys, he is in it up to his neck with the Devil in reverse there. But the High Priestess there, something, I know I keep saying this, something happened around the death of the Queen. Something happened around those times when they came in and they thought they were going to be wonderful and get new things sorted out. And this is the one young world conference, even though we're both pushing 40. You know what I mean? They were in there trying to be youth leaders, even though they're more like middle-aged. And here we have the high priestess there. And she is somebody who often associate when I'm doing, because the Queen was the head of the Church of England, she is kind of between two worlds. She's got this kind of powerful place that no one can quite necessarily define. It's beyond what anyone else would experience. And the Devil surrounding that in reverse shows me that he might have had a wake-up call. It might be slowly sinking in, but he does seem to be neck deep in it. He is in two minds about something with the relationship. And now we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the rich, generous, giving, wonderful woman that he thinks he should have married. I think he thinks he is going to double down. And he's in two minds about something, and I think he's just going to kind of go for it, because at the end of the day, this is the childhood stuff, and this can well be being weaponized. He does not want to lose those kids no matter what, even when they're having a bad time. They are having a bad time at the minute, a rough time with the Tower. This is because things haven't landed quite as how they wanted them to. He doesn't necessarily feel equal in the relationship, especially because the Temperance is in reverse. And we know, like, Meghan's been on this whole kind of like, I'm a culture vulture. She knows about little bits about everything, and she's got a podcast coming out. Then you've got he's got his book coming out, and I think he really feels like they're not necessarily equal, because we have that Temperance in reverse. They may be having creative differences for sure, but are they at the level of splitting up? I don't think so. Because we've got that Meghan. She's working on something, working away. This is Meghan working with others. She's like, fine, whatever. The Hanged Man in reverse. She wants something sorted out quickly. She wants things sorted out quickly. But what things does she want sorted out quickly? It's not fair. The Wheel of Fortune turns, and she feels like she has been fated to be in this position and be this person, even though she's a lot of it is her own make-doing. And it does feel like with the relationship, looking into it, that she feels like she has to deal with Harry's kind of like trauma all the time. The Three of Cups in reverse. So things are not as fun as she thought they would be. I think Harry feels the things a lot more deeply than her. But she's like, this isn't what I thought it would be. It's not as easy as it's turning out to be. We have got the Three of Wands there. So she was like, these are all on the most part, the minor arcana with the threes. She's got three. So there is other people involved in different stages of the relationship. In the fun side of things, she's probably working with other people. Maybe she gets a little bit too involved. Maybe when Harry's trying to do a solo project, she gets very involved and Harry doesn't have a say, and he kind of stumps back from it in a way, which is his own fault. He needs to have his say, you know. And the Hanged Man in reverse there, she gets very impatient around projects, and I feel that there is some issues with how they work, and it does impact their relationship. That they're not, when they've got no one else to blame, they go at each other. With the Two of Pentacles there is a massive imbalance there in the relationship. They just don't seem to be able to work together in that sense of the word. Now, what she thinks about is the seclusion, cutting off, the stuff that's happened around the Queen's death. In the Four of Swords in the classic deck, it is, for me, when it's in reverse, it's my death card. Every reader's got something that can indicate death, but at this point, it's grave, it's taken time out, it's rest up, whatever. And this can be around the time of the Queen's funeral, because the Queen comes out in that position for Harry, and there's certainly some disagreements around how they're handling things. There's the Eight of Wands. We've got the Devil, what's surrounding Harry. The Eight of Wands is what is surrounding Meghan, and there is some backwards and forwards on the internet, throwing around messages, throwing around different bits of information to make things stick. The King of Pentacles in reverse is what's on Meghan's mind. She is concerned about Harry's behaviour. He's not being as as princely as she would like him to be. And then we have the Four of Wands in reverse. She's worried about things going south with their projects. She's very much looking at this as a kind of they're squabbling because of work. They're not necessarily seeing eye to eye all the time around work. She doesn't think it's a bigger deal as he feels it is, for a start. Harry's more worried about what's going to happen around the royal family, and he's got the Devil surrounding him there. She's like, meh, whatever. The Queen's dead, we can move past that. And then there's some backwards and forwards online. She's worried about Harry, and she's worried about things not being a success, and foundation not taking off as she wishes they will do, or she wants them to. But Harry, in the end of it, seeing her in a kind of positive light again, so things get switched around a lot. It's not as straightforward as that. I'm wondering if they have, it looks to me, with the Eight of Wands being there and the Devil surrounding Harry there, it does look to me that this is, again, because it looks like this is all work related stuff, they are having difficulties. However, I'm wondering if bits of information are being I'm just going to pull 3 cards, because it shouldn't take more than 3 to get this. She says that and pulls 82 cards. There's not 82 cards, but, you know, keep it moving. They're on a downtime. Again, they're working with people. And the Hermit. Okay. So, yeah, this is a bright idea, guys. We've got the Wheel of Fortune there. Was this planted? It was fated. The Wheel of Fortune there hitting Meghan. She wants to drum up more interest. She wants to drum up more clicks and views. You've got to remember that while she'll see articles that are written about Meghan getting a lot of internet footfall, people won't necessarily listen to her podcast because they don't want to engage with her. They'll hear stuff about her, but they don't necessarily want to engage with her. And I think that's what she finds most frustrating. They are working on bright ideas. They are working with other people here around that question. So it does feel like she thinks it's unfair. She wants to get something ironed out, worked out. And here we have the Hermit there. So use a story about Harry. A bright idea. Let them lead with that. And it should drive interest. It keeps them in the news. And not only it does that, but it creates a mini industry, doesn't it? It keeps on driving those clicks and likes and dislikes and every kind of bit of engagement around her. So yeah, that is very interesting. Anyway, I'm going to go, they're going through a rough time. I did a reading for the Emotional Support Coven around their long-term relationship. And yeah, you give it a few years, it's going to happen anyway. However, is it happening like before the coronation in the next 6 months to a year? Highly unlikely. But they are not all happy as they can be. That's what I'm getting from the cards anyway. Let me know what you guys think. If there's any readings you would like me to do, please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.